Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Ladies and gentlemen, Your Majesty, and my fellow Arcanists, whatever or wherever you are. This house believes that the rise of technology decreasing the creativity. And before we start our debate, or may I say this discussion, because our argument may not be defeated, I may say we must have the same understanding about this motion. And because of that, I will have the two key terms. It is technology and creativity. Technology as an electronic, digital, or physical tools that can expand the human ability for performing tasks or generating products. This is described by Wajih Dahar and Nimar Bayaa. That's a university student from Israel that study in development tools, and I will add a little bit of definition as in the formation of idea and concepts. And the second is creativity as the ability to product an original or an unusual idea or to make something new or imaginative. And this is from Cambridge Dictionary. And I also will add the ability of develop idea and concept is more depth or create a new concept. First, I would like to apologize because I haven't introduced myself and with my fellow team. My name is Alvan Rafiq Alfitausi. I'm a Prime Minister from the government team, and with me, my fellow organist is Rafiki Alvan, the Deputy Prime Minister as the second speaker, and Firdaus, the government whip, as the third speaker, and will be the government reply also. So, his house believe that the rise of technology decreases creativity. In my opinion, this is true, very true. Why? Just look at today's childrens. If you compare them, like today's children and children from the past, it will look very different. If you give a cell phone box to kids today's, they will see it as just a box. It's just empty box of nothing inside of it. But if you give the box to the kids in the past, they will see many things. They can see it as a cell phone itself. They can see it as a bed for their dolls. They can see this a camera, or maybe this will think that the box is the body of the gigantic robots, and many of them. So the difference is, if we give kids today a cell phone box, they can only say this is a cell phone box and that's it. They think what they see and that's it. Nothing creativity or anything else. But if we give kids in the past a box, they can see one thing, but they can think many things, and that's a creativity. But if you wonder, well, they just play, there's nothing serious, right? Well, I would say no. This is not just a creative, just playing around, and I will say that this is very more than that. I quote from Art Calls Indonesia. Students in Indonesia are unable to think creatively, and only 5%, I repeat, 5% can think outside the box. This is this data is from OECD, or Organization of Economic Cooperation and Development. They test 18 countries, and one of them is Indonesia. And guess, we score 69 out of 18. Yeah, we are 11 from behind, and that's very sad. Why? Because if we compare to our neighbor Singapore, they are in the first place, and we just the 11 from the behind. And this is very sad because PISA is a test that can describe what is the country is good enough for this material or not, and we are below average. I repeat, we are below the average, and this is very sad. But if you think like, well, that's just test, right? This doesn't have anything to do with the creativity. Well, this data is from 2022, and I have also different data from the same country and the same period. That's from data books says 70 73% of early age children are familiar with handphone and internet. And Detik.com says average time spent in cell phone in Indonesia is 6.14% a day. That's a quarter a day. So what's the point? Why is this very is it have any meaning of this? Well, yes, we scored 11 from behind in PISA, but in the same use, we can use our cell phone in the early age. Isn't it just ironic? We have a tool that can make our creativity bigger and bigger, but in reality, we don't have anything creativity in our mind, and that's very sad. And the little fun fact from detik.com also says that 97% of students use cell phone while learning is taking place. So basically, when the teacher saying the material they're teaching, the student only use their phone and play something else just for entertainment. And that's very sad. That's This will be the proof that technology is decreasing creativity, and not only creativity. The fact that technology is also killing the intelligence of our student, and this is very dreadful for me. So I think that's for myself. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Your Majesty, my name is Rafiki Alvan, and I am the Deputy Prime Minister of the government team. As what my friends already talked, I would like to say like 5 point about why the rise of technology will be decreasing the creativity. The first is over like relies on the automation. With advance in automation and AI, people may learn heavily on machine to solve problems, leading to less hand on the creativity thinking and problem solving. We can just look at our student. They already knew about ChatGPT, where you can ask it, and they just wait like 2 or 3 seconds, and the answer will be there. And this is very sad because many children and many students use it as a fast way to do their homeworks. And if we think about it, it is not very useful. I mean, like, yeah, if you have lots of homework and you use ChatGPT, it's very useful. But if we think of it, you don't learn anything at all, and that's is of the point of the homework. You have to think, you have to learn in home. So if you're using ChatGPT to work it, so what's the point to have a homework? And it's just like nothing. And that's the first thing that I would say about the technology is decreasing the creativity. And it is not just about the homework. Just think like, if I want to make something and I don't know how or what I want to make, I just use ChatGPT like, okay ChatGPT, I would like to build something. Tell me what I to do. If that what I do in like 2 or 3 years, I only do whatever the ChatGPT says. I never had an idea for myself. I didn't have anything it by myself. I always depending on ChatGPT, and that's not very good. The second point is distraction and multitasking. Constant notification from device and social media can fragment attention, leading to decrease in deep thinking and creativity, which require a sustained focus. If I work up a project, my little project, and I have a phone by my side, I will always turn it down. Why? Because if when I doing my project and I have notification, I will check what is it. Is it urgent or is it just a spam notification? But after that, I will just looking like, oh, this is urgent. I will look at it and I will lost in time just doing my phone and nothing doing something productively. And that's also the problem because creativity not just because the creativity not just pop off like that. No, the creative thinking is get when you thinking of it. You have to spend your attention and your time in it so the creative idea can come and you can expand it to whatever you want. And if we can we cannot do think one thing like very very limiting, we just going to blur out and we can think creatively. And the third is conformity in design. Technology platform often offer templates or pre-made design, which might make it easier to create, but can also result in cookie cutter ideas, reducing the potential for unique, innovative creative creation. In design, I using Canva, but if we look at Canva, it's a many template. So I just can choose this, choose that, and that's it. That's what I'm making. But this doesn't have anything special in it. Why? Because this just pre-made. It is just someone else works, and I change a little bit. Maybe I change the title, I change the date, and that's it. I never change anything at all, and that's not creative at all. And if we think about it, if all the people doing this, there's nothing new. There's nothing the idea or the new concept at all. And because of it, if we see like this, in 2 or 3 years, we will think like, oh, the poster have to be like this and only this. We can do like a unique way or maybe a different way. We can do it. Why? Because we learn that a poster is like this and that's it. Because we learn by the template, and that's not very good. That's just desperate because that's not what it looks like if we have a creativity. And the last thing I will say that it is in AI and creativity is just like double sword. Why? While AI can provide creativity outputs like music, art, and writing, it is involved might reduce the value of human creativity, leading to a concern about originality and the role of humans in the creative process. Like I said before, if we using ChatGPT, we are only using what the idea that came from it. We'll never make a idea that came out from human, and that's make it less value. Like if I have an idea, like an idea that I made it by myself, and the other people just use ChatGPT, and that's it. I can my idea may be unoriginal and my and and made by me, but there's a lot of thing, a lot of people have a greater idea, and that's just became out from an AI. So my idea doesn't have any value at all. And that's for me. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Firdaus and I'm the government whip for this team. And today, in this time, I would like to focus my time to answering the point that already be proved by the opposition team. Like, I'm sorry. Like the first point is they are using technology and AI to create content more faster and efficient. Well, if we look in the history, like in Mona Lisa painting took 10 years to be done. If I do something like that, if I'm recreating a Mona Lisa in 10 years, as a content creator, I will not be survive in media in these years. So yeah, maybe that's true that using an AI is more faster and efficient. But there's one thing I would like to say. If you choose the most efficient way to make the content and sacrificing the soul of it. Why I would like to say that? Just look at the Mona Lisa painting. Maybe it took 10 years to create a Mona Lisa and took like, I don't know, like 20 or 30 years to make it so big, like you spread it by mouth with newspaper and etc etc. It took long time, but even though it took a long time, The Mona Lisa will be remembered as the great painting until today. It's already like 100 years already. But if I use an AI to you make my content, I can make like if I use AI generator, I can make a painting in 5 minutes, and will be a good painting. But if I post in the internet, how long it will be? It will be survive. Well, the longest day is 1 day. 1 day the postingan will be survive and then disappear. And that's what I say about the art is in soul in art. The second point is uh, by using a technology we can generate a lot of idea in a second. Well, that's true. With using a chat GPT or something like that, we can create like 10 idea in 1 seconds, and that's very helpful, very helpful to us. But I will say like this: if you're using an AI today, and after that and so on, you will depend on it. Like you can create your own ideas. You can make your own unique idea, and if every time you want to make a content, you have to use ChatGPT. You have to use this. You have to use Midjourney and etc. And that's what skill you. That's kill the creativity in your head. Why? Because you always depended on AI, and that's not a good thing. If you always doing something like that, you just doing whatever the AI say you have to do. And if that, what is the gravity? What is the uniqueness? Everybody can do something like you. Everyone can make a thing you make. And the second is, and the third is the automatic content style adjustment. Well, if we say that I make a content and I want to make like a little bit of a different style. Maybe I want to make it like a manga, or I want to make it like a 3D, something like that. I can use a generate AI to make it different. Well, yeah, that's true. But remember this: using AI to make something like this is dangerous. Why? Because it's kill content creator. If I using an AI that based on learning other people content, they will kill it. Other people will think that, hey, this content is looks like an AI. This content is look like this, look like that. Even though that's created by someone. Just think of it. You already spend like an hour to make a content. Then when you post it, everyone say, well, this is an AI. That's just desperate. Yes, very sad. And that's what I said, like using an AI for this is very dangerous as a content creator. And because of that, as a content creator, we have to provide a, a quote of to protect our content. There is a lot of things we can do to protect our content in the internet. I think that's for me. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.